So those who joined, simply sit in a comfortable posture. You can close your eyes, clasp your fingers, you can cross your legs. Completely sit in a comfortable, relaxed posture. Don't be so serious while doing meditation. Completely be in your playful space, very relaxed, and simply observing the natural, normal breath which is coming to you, which is staying with you, which is leaving from you, and it is staying outside of you. You are not clinging to your in breath, you are not clinging to your breath which is staying with you, you are not clinging to your out breath. You are simply flowing through your breath. In meditation, breath is our real master. Breath is our real guide. So when you are seeking a guru for meditation, breath is your guru. So completely accept. Breath knows everything about ourselves. So you can totally trust your breath, be witnessing. More and more you trust your breath slowly and gradually penetrating different layers of yourself, from the physical to your emotional to your thought layer and beyond. So for another 3 more minutes, you're completely observing a natural, normal breath which is coming and going. An unconditional watching. You are an unconditional watcher. You are an unconditional observer. There is no condition in meditation. Meditation is a great unconditional practice. To explore our very deeper, joyful state of consciousness. Joyful state of consciousness means whatever coming to you, you completely accepting as it is. When a nice sensation coming to you, you accept it. When an unpleasant sensation coming to you, again you accept it. You are not fighting with any sensations. You are not taking any flight from any sensations. Last 2 more minutes. This 2 more minutes is really helping you to make your mind empty, relaxed, become more receptive, to be a very deep learner inside, to activating the deep seeker inside, a seeker of your truths, seeker of your own inner reality. Last 2 more minutes. In this 2 minute time, you completely be aligned with your breath. Last one more minute. You completely allow your breath to do more and more inner magic inside. Allow the breath to traveling deeper, deeper, and very deeper state of your consciousness, beyond your normal imaginations, beyond your normal visual capacities. Your breath is helping you, guiding you very deeper. Yes, dear friends. Now I'm counting from 1 to 5. My count reach 5. You can slowly and gradually coming back with more awareness, more openness to oneself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly and gradually rubbing your palms, placing on your eyes, and open your eyes. Start reviewing through the yesterday class. Lessons. Yes, my mentors, they are all connected to that realm of Buddha. Today is Buddha Paurnami. I know you all know it because that's a greater and greatest master, a legend living in this earth realm. Actually, Buddha really explored this meditation method called Anapanasati. Ana means in-breath in Pali language. Apana means out-breath in Pali language. And one with your breath, that is called Anapanasati. Is such a great master. So today we are getting the chance to bow down to that powerful master. And these masters, Dr. Newton Kundavati, is also connect to that state called the Buddha state. I will explain it later what exactly is this Buddha state. He really connect to that space of Buddha state, yes. And Dr. Lakshmi, along with Dr. Newton, she also explored that state. So all of our own journey, our own vision is to connect to that state. It's a state called Buddha because the person, the earthly name for Buddha is Siddhartha. Okay, I think now it's clear, my audio. Dear friends, my audio is clear.
Yes.
Just message.
Yes, sir, it's clear. It's
Yes,
clear.
sir, it's clear.
Please close my mouth. Yes, now it's okay. Yes. Wow, thank you. Yeah, it's echoing because of my room condition. Sorry. Okay. So I have a lot of words to my masters because when I need to speak entire days, a lot of experiences. Anyway, the soul science. Yesterday we talked about the soul science, the importance of soul science. Important to understand the bigger picture of life. To see an elephant, we need to be open. When we are blind to anything, whatever we are so blind, we only perceive. Whenever you are blind, you perceive only little bit about the truth. So it's very important. We need to be awakened. We need to wake up. We need to open our eyes, see the life as it is. So all this purpose of this journey, all the soul science journey, spiritual science journey is to be more and more awakened being, more and more wake up being, more and more connect to our real, true, enlightened personality inside. And I'm saying the personality, that's not a right word, because once we are enlightened, there is no personality. We are go beyond the personality. So going beyond all that limited personality inside is our real goal. So to go beyond this limited personality, we need to understand certain things, what we really come here to learn. So again, we need to remember that we are energy beings. Energy beings in lot of meanings are there, right? Because our body is etheric body is created with 72,000 nadis to 350,000 nadis. There are 7 chakras. All is related to the energy system. And another is consciousness. Consciousness is the fundamental aspect of all the living and non-living beings. Whatever we feel non-living, still that is a living. There is a consciousness. Even this laptop I am using itself contains certain consciousness. We can communicate with our laptop. We can communicate with our mic. Maybe you feel I'm mad, but that's a truth. I explode it because everything there is consciousness. More and more we explore through different types of consciousness. We start experiment with consciousness. What we get is called wisdom, wisdom of our own real soul nature. So it's purely unique in way, because we are not equal, we are not superior, we are not inferior. We all are purely and unique being. That's why we come here to explore our uniqueness. Everyone. So this is such a master, Buddha, Siddhartha become that Buddha state. Buddha state means it is middle path. We all heard about different state of consciousness like Avadhuta states, Siddha states, meditator states. So many states are there in the evolution cycle, but Buddha state is called the middle path state. It's a very highest state. It's a very balancing state. Balance between the real spiritual aspect and balance between the real matter. Between the matter and the energy, there is a deep balance. Talking is very easy about the balance, but practicing in our daily life is such a inspiring experience, such an adventure. What I'm like to say is an adventure, because implementing in our daily life is very, very adventurous. So Buddha is such an adventurous master, such a playful master, such a spontaneous master. Spontaneous master means whatever they come in his way, he make it as a his journey. What is in the way is the way, that's called the spontaneous nature. Whatever comes, immediately he enter into that space. When you learn more and more about this master, you understand lot and lot of things, because even our webinar purpose is to teach about 22 soul lessons, and only 11 days are there. So I am not going much deep into Buddha state, but still today it's our privilege to bow down to such great master. Explore, really explore the soul journey, understand so many reincarnation cycle, because in that body it's only a single life. So many scriptures mentioning that we have only single life. That's only mentioning about our current physical body life. In that aspect it is true, but in a soul dimension we are traveling through several different types of body. Like yesterday I wear uh, blue kurta, today I am wearing red kurta. So I am changing my clothes. Same way, actually our soul is changing the clothes. Even as a human being, we are changing the clothes. Then soul itself like to change, because otherwise soul feels boring with the same clothes. That's why soul experience different things. Okay. So again, I'm like to share is that earth is a wonderful playground, and at the same time it is a school. School means there are a lot of subjects to learn, and playing means through playing actually we are learning. This is not a school which we are sitting very serious. There is no serious business in the earth realm. In the earth realm, every business is playful. We are playing means we are experimenting. Playing doesn't means that there is no attention, there is no focus, there is no awareness. Playful means we are so much aware. When you go back to a time about your childhood days, the days which you are so aware is vacation days, because you are in playful energy, because there is nobody to punish you. You can play, you can dance, you can sing. So you are so playful. That means our experimenting nature of our consciousness. So when you are attending this webinar, you always in that nature. I'm asking you to share your experience in the group. I'm not looking for any serious experiences. I want to know all that subtle, simple experience, because there is nothing in the world called small or simple, because everything is equally valuable and nobody is here to judge you. So we can simply share our own experience. More you share, it's like a step. Lao Tzu say every 1,000 miles journey starting with a single step. Suppose you are experiencing a small vibration in your little finger. It is an experience. Don't think that only third eye is an experience. Only astral travel is an experience. No, not like that. Even simple vibration, simple color, everything. We need to value each and individual experience in the path of soul science. That is the our purpose. So for that we need to be more and more playful. So again, I like you to share about the choosing frame. Again and again I'm sharing it because it's very very important that we need to understand the time is linear, past, present, future, but our aim is to go beyond, exploring beyond this linear time. At the same time, we need to completely embrace the linear time. That's called middle paths. One part of our consciousness know that linear time is true. At the another part really know time is not linear. Time is like a pool. Wherever you jump, you can reach any other spaces. That is the potential of our time, our journey. Another is cause and effect, the law of karma. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. And duality and polarity, and density, which is amnesia, forgetfulness. So when you think that why I'm not remembering my previous lives, because in the earth realm, this is amnesia. We never remember it. Even we remember everything, it sometimes creates some sort of disturbance. So that's why when we are reaching to our own certain mature level, all those memories are coming to our surface layer. So through all these process, we are realizing our multi-dimensional journeys, our different self, our different faces, our different knowledge, our different wisdom. So this is whatever you sow, that will you reap. So it's very important in the soul science in these 22 lessons. And this is a wonderful statement by Jalaluddin Rumi. A stone I died and rose again a plant. A plant I died and rose again an animal. I died an animal and was born a man. Why should I fear what I lost by death? Means we are eternal. Through his simple statements, he's sharing the eternity of our existence. So, for the eternal existence, again and again, we need to embrace our own spontaneous nature. Spontaneous means, suppose you are in meditation, you close your eyes, you are observing your breath, whatever comes to you, you accepting is a spontaneous thing. Whatever comes, spontaneous. Once it come, you are spontaneous means you acknowledge it. The moment you acknowledge it, next thing you need to apply is playful. That means you experiment, you deeply observe, you dive deep into it. To diving deeping into that aspect, we always need adventure. We always need certain inner courage. So more and more you apply our inner courage, more and more we can experience our deeper and deeper realm. There is no particular bottom in our journey. There is no particular bottom. It's like an ocean. More you go again and again, there are deeper and deeper. So don't think that this journey has any destiny. It's a journey. Even the enlightenment, after enlightenment, still the journey is continuing. There is don't think that there is a fixed destiny. Okay, become enlightened and the life is over. No, it's amazing journey. Through the journey, we keep amplify our energy, we keep expand our consciousness, we keep experience our wisdom. So again and again with new wisdom. Suppose you read a book 10 years back, and once your awareness expanded, now you are reading the same book, you understand something deeper than before, because that is the ability of our consciousness. More you are aware, more you can see something new. Then there is no space for bore. So there are 4 stages of learning. I'm quickly skipping through these 4 stages: student, apprentice, journey, and man and master. We are not going to stuck in anywhere. Our aim is to be a master. There is no place we are satisfying ourselves. When I'm a student, I jump to apprentice. When I'm an apprentice, again I'm trying to be a journeyman, and journeyman. Really, our aim is to be a master. So you are a divine immortal being is our first lesson we learned yesterday. We are divine. What is divinity? Again and again, going through another slides, I will share you what is our divine immortal being. And you are a co-creator with divine. So co-creator with divine is a 2 aspect. One aspect is co-creator with the higher divine energy, and co-creator with all this divine. I'm co-creating this webinar with you friends. You are divine. That's why this co-creation is happening. So here I again like to share the beautiful quote of Buddha is, mind is everything, what you think you become. So he shared that everything is mind, and he's not using the word soul. More than he interested to use the word mind, or he used the word nothingness. Each and every master has his own way. That's what we need to understand from that. So here I am saying soul is everything, but at the same time consciousness is everything. So whatever the word which you are using or the statement which you are using, doesn't matter. What is your experience, what you are feeling out of that, what you are understanding out of that is more important, because each and every scripture use different types of words according to their convenient language. But still there is a beautiful saying by Lao Tzu called, when you talk about Tao, or when you talk about a truth, it is no more a truth, because we can't talk about truth, because our language is always limited. We can only experience the truth. We can even give some glimpse about the truth which we experience, but still the language, whatever the language we still invented or discovered, is still limited in nature. So here I like you to share a beautiful aspect called circle of desire. In the circle of desire, as we are a divine immortal being, we come into this earth realm. When was first time we come into this earth realm, we experience like a garden of Eden, like a child, very comfortable, where it's very easy, relaxed. It's like a God in this plane. We are mini God, or we can say God in training. We are God consciousness. Even when you touch the top of the head of a child, you experience it's very soft, because the connection to the upper layer, to the higher layer, is very deep when we come to the earth realm. But what happens? In our childhood, in our small age, as a kid, we are always in this garden of Eden. We keep experiment, we are in our adventure mode, we are in our spontaneity, we are a soul consciousness. But still we have a lot of ignorance is there, but we are so ready to learn. and we are so ready to play. But what happened is, in that space, there is some shift happened to us. That shift is called the separation. Because when I born as a kid, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman, I'm not a male, I'm not a female, I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl. Maybe my parents say I'm a boy, but in my inner space, I'm I'm equal. I'm I'm just human being. I'm a being. I'm not saying that I'm a female being, or I'm not saying that I'm a male being, because only in my deeper consciousness, my feeling is I'm a being. So here I like to share my yesterday's experience with you, friends. Yesterday, before this webinar, there is a huge cyclone, like big wind and rain happen in our place. Lot of trees are damaged, a lot of electric wire and everything lost. So yesterday I sit in my grandfather's, sorry, not grandfather, my father-in-law's house for webinar, because there is solar energy, but even one panel of the solar energy also gone through this wind, that power of cyclone energy. So what in that time, whenever anything happened in the nature, normal my nature is to, I always like to communicate to that consciousness, what this consciousness is communicating. Even that what this consciousness is communicating to me, because I am planning a webinar. Is there anything that consciousness want to say? In that time I sit in meditation, there is immediately, there is some images, so many pictures, so many things, symbolic languages are coming to me. In all that languages, after some time I decode it. The message is, we are in deep separation. That's the topic today I started, is phase of illusion. We separate and say that I am male and you are female. You are, and some female says I am female and you are male. This separation creates a lot of, that separate identity is necessity for the earth realm, but at the same time, this separation creates a lot of disrespect or treating others like an object. So that is the thing which spontaneously coming in that moment, and I communicate to the nature. When the message is true, please stop this cyclone spontaneously. I want to know it, because if the message which is coming is lie, I don't want to believe it. So what happened? The moment I opened my eyes, the entire tree, entire leaves are in a very standstill space. And I need some more time to share with you. That's why yesterday I didn't share about this experience, but today I feel this is the best time to share, because we always treat the separation. In the face of separation, we treat other as an object to satisfy our needs. So male always treat female for their needs, and female always treat male for their needs, but we doesn't realize the true purpose of the oneness field. So because of the lack of understanding in our deep oneness field, what happened? We enter into a phase of illusion. The phase of illusion is happening because we are in a dilemma state called, we are in between the love and approval. Normally, we feel approval as love. We always want approval for our survival. We always seek approval. So seeking this approval always put ourselves into the phase of illusion. More and more we enter into the phase of illusion. At the same time, the another phase open is called the phase of disillusionment. Immediately dissolution happen. Suppose someone will approve you, even you meet their need and they approve you. What happened? You enter into the phase of illusion. You are so happy, you are enjoying, but what happens? That person is not appreciating you second time, and you reach to that state of disillusionment. So this is a phase. This already happened, and what we need to do is, now it's time to move from this phase of disillusionment or illusion to a genuine search. Searching what? Searching our real soul. searching our real truth. So when you are a student of 22 lessons, I ask you to shift to apprentice, and from the apprentice state move to journeyman, because a journeyman is a state where we are in our real genuine search. We become, we enter into the state of experiment. We start experiment with our consciousness. Experimenting is not an illusion. Always when you experiment, there are two things happen. One is success, one is failure. So, or whenever you fail, you can guide. Whenever you succeed, you can lead. So, dear friends, there is nothing failure or success. Genuine search means you keep journeying your and exploring your deeper self. More you explore your deeper self, more you understand the connection between the soul, how we are connected. Why in this period, may from the May 6 to May 16, we are together. Actually, in our group there is more than 190 participants, but in the webinar it's only 96 or 100. Why it is so? Because there are certain people they can't attend this. There are certain you are so attending this. It's I'm not saying they are lesser or you are greater. I'm not saying like that. I'm only saying that it all has certain messages. We need to acknowledge it. We need to accept our initiations. We need to acknowledge our minute experience. Then more you are respecting yourself, definitely you start respecting others. So respecting oneself always shatter the judgment layer from our consciousness. We never fear about the judgment, what others are going to judge you. We can simply enjoy our journey. So more you start your genuine search, you reach to another aspect called the point of awakening. The moment you reach to the point of awakening, again you reach to another space called the Garden of Eden. You again come back to that Garden of Eden. Point of awakening, what this awakening means. I'll just share you through this spelling of awakening to get more understanding about what we need to do to reach to that point of awakening in day-to-day life in a balanced way, in following a middle path. So A in the awakening means allow. When the A means allow, whatever is coming to you, you simply allow. Once you allow, second is W called, you start watching it. What exactly is it? Then the third A is called accept. Accept as it is. Suppose something is coming to you is good for you, accepting as it is as a good thing. When it is coming is not pleasant, unpleasant for you, accepting as it is as an unpleasant experience. More you accept it, K means keep on doing repeating the same three steps. You allow, you keep on watching, you accept it. Then comes E. E means it's a real exploration phase, real experimenting phase, real experiencing phase. More you experiment, to experiment always we need an attitude of exploration. When we are not feeling to explore in this life, we are not feeling to experiment. So more you are ready to explore, more you start experiment with your consciousness, experiment with your energy. More you experiment, what happens, experiences are coming to you. More and more the experience comes, the wisdom starts awakening from within. So what happens, you reach to N. N means now. You are doing the experiment, you are doing the exploration, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow, not after some time. You are doing it now. Once you are doing it now, what opening is an intention, that is I. Some deeper intention will open, intending to what you really want in this life, what you really looking in this life, what you really want to experiment, next experience, what you really want to experience. Suppose one day you experience ice cream, next day maybe you want some chocolate. I'm just saying, telling in the language of child. But sometimes when you want to experience a third eye experience in the meditation, another day you want to experience astral travel, and another day you want to meet your soul masters, or days you want to explore different dimensions, multiverse, universal different aspects, want to explore the star dimensions, galactic federations, or sometimes you want small experiments about your daily life. Suppose you want to experiment with your cooking, some days you are experiment with your work, everything. There is nothing called the samsara is smaller and nirvana is bigger, nothing like that. Samsara and nirvana both are very important. So what is the another n means you keep on experience newness in your life. Yesterday is gone, today is again a new day. That means you are not boring in this life, you are not boring with your own self. Once you feel boring to oneself, automatically others also feels boring to yourself. So start experience newness in your life. That newness is called our real growth. That is G. A means allow, W means watch, A means accept as it is. When I say accept as it is, even we need to accept our non-accepting state. And the K means keep at it, E means experience, exploration, experiment, and N means now, I means intent. What is next? What you want to experience, explore next? That is intention, your deeper need, your real desire. And the N means newness. You keep experience newness, and G means growth. So this is very important in today's lesson. So as a divine immortal being, first thing we need to understand that we all are spiritual beings coming in this earth dimension for human experience. We are not human beings that are always looking for spiritual experience. Actually, we are spiritual beings coming here for human experience. We need to value the human experience. That's why yesterday I shared that we need to value the mud to reach to the lotus, and the stem which is called the circle of desire, our desire. That desire definitely allowing ourselves to reach to the garden of Eden again and again. We come back to the garden of Eden. So Garden of Eden, again coming back to that Garden of Eden state, is called our enlightened state. Yes, there is a chat. What is G, sir? G is growth. We experience growth. Growth is the final thing. So normally people want growth first, so they fail. Growth is the last thing. It is a fruit. What you sow, so shall you reap. That fruit is the last thing. It will come to you. That time you can enjoy it. You can celebrate with that G, that growth. Okay, that growth lead to Garden of Eden. Again, there is a G in garden. You reach to that garden. I'm just joking. So that point of awakening, you definitely come back to that Garden of Eden. That means you again reach to that innocent child. But here, as an innocent child, you are no more that ignorant child. You are an awakened child. You know what is good for you. You know what is bad for you. You know what you need to experiment, what you know don't need to experiment. You have some more awareness. Definitely, as a child, we are filled with wilder energies. We are in that wild state of consciousness. In that wild state, we come to an separation state. I am male, you are female. You are female, I am male. Then that energy slowly and gradually enter into a distortion phase. But once we come back, again we enter into the Garden of Eden. Again we experience the wilder energy with a new light. So all this phase of illusion, disillusionment, genuine search is a part of our journey. So those who already experience the phase of illusion and disillusionment, be pat oneself that you already did it. So don't feel that, oh, yesterday I am in the disillusionment state. Yesterday is a bad day. Nothing like that. Whatever you experienced, it already experienced. What we need is a genuine search. Genuine search only help you to understand the deeper lessons of our life, understand the deeper lessons of whatever we experienced so far. So today's lesson is creation begins with thought. So again, Buddha says everything is mind. What you think, you are what you think. So everything starts from thought. So even all there is a bigger interesting statement called you create your own reality, not some of it, not most of it, but all of it. Every day we are creating our own realities, but mostly all the realities are creating unconsciously. We are not creating consciously. The conscious creation is called the intention. When the moment you are conscious in your creation, that time you are using the place called intention. Intention is a place of your heart space, so the energy which aligned with the intention is called love. So we need to, another lesson is to learn how to use our feelings, engaging your feelings. These are the two lessons we are exploring today. First is creation begins with thought. That is the third lessons. We need to understand that everything is created. The moment you understand everything is created by you, then the entire world is like a mirror for you. I will explain it later in coming classes, explain more and more what I mean by the mirror. So through this creation, every experience, whatever you experience so far in your lifetime is created by you. So first, it is very difficult to accept, but for me, it's a very interesting subject. We create our own reality. That means we are not a puppet. We are not in the hands or mercy of anybody in this life. We are creating. How? Through our own choices. What I want. Today, my choice is to do this webinar. It's my creation. And your creation is to attend something uh, which can enlighten you, or something which you want at some new experiences. Again, it's a creation. So more we understand our own creation, more we understand how we are co-creating. First is a creation, that is a divine immortal being. That's called in Sanskrit called Aham Brahmasmi. That is, I am the creator. That's a divine immortal being, is me itself. Because that divine energy give all the permission to create, and that divine energy is not coming to interfering is, that is the only drawback in this system. Because when divine energy is interfering, then sometimes whenever we do something bad, immediately we can come out. Only thing we can understand through our own action is through the law of karma. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. Suppose you are seeing a fruit which you feel in your life is a bad fruit, then we need to go back to the source. Where this thought, what is the seed of this experience? When we always talk about the seed means, suppose somebody will hit you, we always think that, oh, in my past I hit someone. Not like that. Maybe you are curious about the hit itself, come back to you. Thought means what is your thought. It doesn't means you give and you are getting back. It is not a chit chat business. What you give again, that is coming to you. Not like that. It's your real deeper thoughts. What is your deeper thoughts? More you understanding the thought, first we need to understand where this thought is coming to us. There are two way we are experiencing the thought. One is the universal thought. All the time, wherever you are sitting, even you are sitting in your home, in your office, wherever, that space is filled with so many thoughts. But the thoughts which entering inside you is only resonating with you, those thoughts which resonate with you, and that resonation aspect is inside your deep chitta. That means your deep subconscious or your unconscious aspect of yourself. What is deeply inside you? When the deeper feeling is a fear, then all the thought will resonate which can align with the fear and come to you. So in this same room filled with what we call as negative thought and what we call as positive thought, but what is resonating with your energy? That's important. Suppose some negative thought is coming to you, accept that, yes, something I need to understand. It's like a mirror for you, it's a reflection. So when we are doing meditation, sometimes the negative thoughts come to you. Sometimes a darker thoughts are coming to you. What we need to do? We need to accept it and observe the source of that thought. More you connect to the source, you can understand where that sowing is happened. Once you understand the soul, then you can pluck it out. That because you are a conscious creator, you can use new choices. But we need to understand our source. But how it is working is through by engaging your own feelings. All the time we engage our feelings. Suppose you want to explore meditation. You are saying that tomorrow I want to do 1 hour of meditation. And when you sit, observe what is your feeling. And the feeling is, no, it's impossible. It's so boring or it's not good. Then the result is same. Suppose your feeling is, wow, yes, you love to sit, you feel playfulness, you feel energized with that thought, then that engaged feeling help it to connect to the another state. Tomorrow I'll share that lesson, what that lesson is happening. Another lesson will come. It's a complementing. As a you are a divine immortal being, you reach to a co-creator. That means we can co-create, we can create. The greatest creative energy lies in our wilder self. But more and more you respect your wilder energies, you can convert into a creative energy. It is in a creative. Otherwise, that wilder energy working in a very destructive manner. So we need to understand our wilder energies inside. Normally in our childhood, normally in our upbringing stage, all the wilder energies become domesticated. Domesticated through parental conditioning, domesticated from our ancestral conditioning. Domestication happened through our previous life experiences, beliefs. So many perceptions is domesticating our wilder energies. So more we explore those domestications, more we unlock that domestication, we reach to our wilder self. Next time you reach to your wilder self, it's no more the same wilder self, same wilder energy that completely shift into a very deep creative energy. So today we can do an experiment to explore your wilder energy and how it is really in your creative space. Because some of your friends share yesterday when you want to meet your true identity, sometimes you see a darker identity. You want a divine identity, but immediately a darker identity comes. What we need to understand from that? The greater lesson behind the darker entity means, darker energy or experience means, the light inside you is very powerful. The more the light, more the shadow. But we are not the shadow. But we need to explore the shadow. Once you look the shadow, once you accept the shadow, you can see the light. Where the light? But once we deny the shadow, we can't see the light. That's why we need to respect the mud to experience the lotus. That is middle path. Respect it. Even Buddha experienced in his enlightening period lot of terrible experience. Some sort of demons are coming, some energies coming to inspiring for physical pleasure, or some sort of sexual energies are sharing. But he's such an adventure master. He deeply accepting that wilder part and convert into the creative self, because he keep explore the source where it is coming, and he is so ready to do in a very long period, because normally as human being we are sometimes lazy. Today we did some, yesterday, tomorrow we are skipping it. But sometimes a deep sadhana will wash away all that karmic space. So anyway, friends, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this wisdom with you. Today we can again explore another adventure in our consciousness through a meditation, a guided meditation. Again, it is yesterday we did 15 minutes. Today we are doing 20 minutes. Okay, when you are ready, you can chat yes, because that yes will give more inspiration to meditation. So I am waiting for a moment for your yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Okay, friends.
Yes.
Yes.
So now you can close your eyes, clasp your fingers, and cruise your legs. Sit in a very comfortable, relaxed posture. More and more your body is comfortable, more and more we can explore our deeper and deeper space. So once you sit, first we acknowledge our body, because without this body, the journey in the earth realm is difficult. To experiencing certain experience are coming through our body. So that's why we choose this human body. We are human being. Our being is exploring this human body. We become human being. So it's time to just observing our body. Start from the top of your head, move your awareness down and down. Each time your awareness, each time your attention touches certain part of your body, for an acknowledgement, you can simply smile. You are smiling to your own self. More you smile to yourself becomes inspired, yourself feels motivated. So give enough inspiration to one's own self. So start observing your head. Once you attend your head, simply smile down and down to your forehead. Once you attend your forehead, you can smile down and down to your eyes, ears, nose, cheeks, lips, chin, neck and throat area. Once you attend your whole face and neck and throat area, you can simply smile. Completely attend your shoulders, right shoulder, left shoulder. From the right shoulder to right upper arm, right elbow, right lower arm, right wrist, right fingers, thumb, index, middle, ring, and little. Once you attend your whole right arm and right shoulder, you can simply smile and slowly shift your awareness to your left shoulder, left upper arm, left elbow, left lower arm, left wrist, left fingers, thumb, index, middle, ring, and little. Once you attend your left part of the body, left arms, you can smile. Completely attend your whole back, and upper spine, down and down, middle back and middle spine, down and down, lower back and lower spine. Once you attend your whole back and whole spine, you can simply smile. In this moment, you completely attend your chest area, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, and center point of your chest. Once you can attend the chest, you can simply smile. Down and down to your abdomen, upper abdomen, middle abdomen, and lower abdomen. Once you attend your abdomen, again you can simply smile down and down through your hip area, buttocks area, genital area, thighs, right thigh, left thigh, knees, right knees, left knees, calf muscles, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, ankles, right ankle, left ankle, toes, right toes, left toes. Once you attend your whole lower body from hip to toes, again you can smile. Now you completely attend your whole body from head to toes and toes to head. Now you can simply be aware about your breath for another 1 minute. You are completely be aware. You completely allowing the breath to come. You are completely allowing the breath to go. You are watching, you are witnessing the breath which is coming, the breath which is leaving. And you keep accept the breath which is coming, the breath which is staying, and breath which is leaving. And keep on doing the same, keep at it. For experience, for exploration, and for experiment. And now you keep doing this awaken process by watching your breath, allowing the breath. Last 30 more seconds, you are continuing with your breath. In this moment, keep on continuing with your breath. You simply invoking your inner spontaneous energy by simply acknowledge that you simply feel that I am invoking through the breath which I am observing, which is coming and going. Each breath is coming is really activating my spontaneous energy. Only that thought is enough, or only that feeling is enough, that I am invoking my spontaneous energies inside. Through the breath I am observing, and I am invoking my playful energy inside by observing my breath. And I am invoking my adventure self. In this moment, while you are completely with your breath, while you are completely invoking all that spontaneous, playful adventure energies inside, I am simply counting from 5 to 1. You can travel back in time through your mental layer without much effort. Reach to a time period as a small child in the Garden of Eden. You are completely in your own real, adventurous, playful, spontaneous, wilder energy. I like you to know that energy now. 5. Go back in time. It's a very effortless journey. You simply allowing yourself. 4. With this allowing, you are drawing back and back. Some force is sucking your whole attention backward. 3. In reach to a time period, you experience the Garden of Eden. You are a divine, immortal self. You are a co-creator. That time period, it come in a very real memory format, or it come in a very symbolic dream ways. Whatever the way it is coming to you, simply accept as it is. 3. Allow yourself to connect to that moment, to re-experience your wilder energy, re-experience that Garden of Eden exploration. 2 and 1. Completely be there. Observe how old you are, what you are really seeing, feeling, or knowing in this moment. What you are seeing, feeling, or knowing. When you are a visual person, you can easily see it. When you are kinesthetic, you keep feeling it, or sometimes you are only knowing it. But connect to that field of experience, Garden of Eden, what you are experiencing in that state of non dual. There is nothing called male or female, there is no more separations. It is the field of oneness consciousness, a very deeper confidence field, a oneness consciousness. You are in that space. I'm again counting from 3 to 1. Your experience becomes much more deeper than before. You experience much deeper, very intense experience of your oneness field. 3, 2, and 1. Connect to that very deep oneness consciousness. All are very unique. There is no separations. Completely like a drop in an ocean. There is no walls. There is no separation. There is no particular boundaries. You are immersed in this oneness consciousness, feeling that we all are one. Connect to that consciousness space and stay there for a few more moments, completely enjoying each and every aspect of that experience. All your sensory perception can completely absorb the experience. Your vision, your smell, your listening, auditory space, your kinesthetic, physical body sensations, everything is deeply associating in this moment because you are a multi-dimensional being. You can completely connecting to that oneness field of consciousness where you are so safe, you are so protected, you are in a joyful, abundant state of consciousness. Feel that everyone is like you. They are unique, but it is so similar, so connected. That deep connecting energy, a deep telepathic communication. All the communication are through the heart layer. Feeling, thoughts, everything is easily translating beyond language. That is the oneness consciousness. You are in that space. In this moment, I'm counting from 1 to 3. You reach to a very significant moment of separation from this oneness consciousness, separating yourself in different gender identities and connect to that phase of illusion. I like you to entering into that phase because it is a real playground. You are an adventure self. You can really play this separation game now. 1, 2, you jump into that time period of separation. 3, once you are entering into that separation phase, identifying with one's own gender, denial of our own gender or other gender or some other experience, some distortion of our own wild energy, that space of consciousness. I like you to feel your feet in that space, experience that body, experience that child in you, completely connect and relive that experience, re experience it. What is your real emotional state in that experience? What is your physical state in that experience? What is your mental state in this experience? Completely know all your emotions, thought, energies, sensations, and everything without labeling or without judging this experience. Simply acknowledge your deep experience as it is. Is it nice? Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant? Completely acknowledge. And in this moment, again, I'm counting from 3 to 1. You can slowly separating from that experience as a vibration coming out from that body and experience from an aerial view. 3, in this aerial view state, you can understand that distorted thought, that seed which is distorting your wilder energies in that life. 2, connect to that fine thought in this moment. And 1, once you feel the thought, suppose the thought come in the form of color or shape, whatever, it can come in a creative layer. In that moment, you observe what thought you really want in that place, which can help you to maintain a new wisdom that you are a divine, immortal being. You are a co creator. What is the thought which you really want to implant in that space? In this moment, I like you to put that thought in that space. And from that thought layer, again moving forward and forward in the same life, observe what is happening. Once the thought is changing, observe your experiences, observe the manifestation in your life that you are a creator, you can change. With the new light, I like you to observe your time period and deeply understand what change you did in that thought layer. And observe what that change is happening to your feeling layer. Once you change the thought, once you shift the thought, what shift is happening to your feeling layers? After shifting it, after understanding it, again I'm counting from 3 to 1. Go back to that phase of Garden of Eden state. With the new understanding, connect to that oneness field. Observe what you are experiencing. Again, coming back to that oneness field with a new wisdom in you. 3. Again, going back to that oneness field. 2. Simply reversing that energy and go back to that field. 1. Completely stay there in this oneness field and deeply observe the lesson that you are a divine immortal being. Now, in this space, I like you to observe your true divine nature by duly respect to the shadow and light. Your divine nature is beyond the shadow, beyond the light. Connect to that divine nature in you. Intent for that divine nature now. And that same space, deeply observe, you are co-creator with divine. Understand the co-creation. All creations begins with thought. Understanding your thought layer and you are engaging the feeling. Stay in this oneness field, oneness consciousness. Very deeply observe all these 4 lessons. In this space, you get more and more insight. The way you need to integrate these lessons in your daily life. From that vast oneness consciousness energy, when you look down, you can understand your daily life and what are the action steps you need to experiment. What is your new experiments to implement this lesson in your daily life? What is that new experiment which come in the form of insight, which is beyond all the illusion and disillusionment, which is a pure point of awakening with your real, genuine search. Last 2 more minutes, completely staying in this space, completely observe and understand the action plan you are going to do in this physical reality, this wild energy beyond the domestication, how you are slowly and gradually activating and unlocking each wild energies. Today we only touch one part of the wild energy. Slowly and gradually you know how to unlock each and every part of your wild energies. That is your real creative divine energy.
Last one more minute. In this moment, completely connect to that field energy and feel that energy in the form of a light and share the light to your current physical body. You are sharing the light. The light is entering through the center of your head and fill the whole body. Completely share the light. Feel that you are under the shower of a beautiful light of your real wisdom, that you are a divine, immortal being. You are a co creator with divine. Creation begins with thought. Engage your feelings. Last 10 more seconds. Come back to your body, feel your body, experiencing your body again from head down to your toes. Whatever you are experiencing in your body, acknowledge with a deep smile. Simply smile to oneself. Feel that the real Buddha energy is within everyone in this space. We all are Buddha. We all are in this plane to explore the middle path, experiencing the matter and energy at the same moment. One, every day in every way you are getting better and better. Two, every day you can integrate whatever the action plan which comes to you. When it is not coming in this meditation, it will come to you through another moment of your life in the form of insight, in the form of some spontaneous images, thought forms, or sometimes it come in the form of nature message, or some forms it will come to you. 3 and 4, very slowly, very gradually, rubbing your palms, placing on your eyes, and you can opening your eyes.